Hi guys, how is everybody today? Hi guys, how is everybody today? Sorry, Luis. I think these classes are already booked up. But next time, if you try to reserve in advance, I think you might be able to join the class. For anybody who is having trouble joining class or doesn't have enough space in the classes, I will put my Facebook up on the chat box. So if you want to send me a message or ask me when I'm doing a class, I can tell you directly. So I'm going to put my name there for you guys. Okay. Cool. So I will introduce myself quickly and then we'll get into class. My name is Michaela. I am from Phoenix, Arizona, and spring is almost over in Arizona. So it is getting hot. And I miss the cool weather because now it's every day it's getting more and more hot. And the summers can be a little too hot here. Okay. Freddie asks, why Facebook? Facebook is a very easy way to communicate with me because I check Facebook a lot, and because if you guys ever need to send me a message about something, I think it's easier there. I don't think you can send me a message on Verbling, but I'm not totally sure. So that's why. I give you Facebook in case you want to message me something, or you need help with something, or you just want to chat. Facebook is a good place to reach me. Okay, so let me hear about you guys. I would like you guys to introduce yourselves. Tell me who you are, where you're from, and what your favorite word in English is. So, what is your favorite word in English? Let's start with Buddy Luis. Welcome back to class. Can you introduce yourself for the rest of the class?
Sure. Hi, Michaela.
Hi.
Cadê meu bolo? Well, my name is Buddy. I'm from Colombia, and I'm studying business and finance. And my favorite word in English and every language is food. Yeah.
Ah, that's a good one. Thank you.
Well,
Okay,
bolo
shall we?
could bolo would cake would be the second one. Yeah.
So, food is your first favorite word, and cake is your second favorite word?
Yeah.
Okay, you're a man that likes to eat. All right. Let's have Shaween. Am I saying your name right? Shaween? Will you introduce yourself to the class and tell us who you are, where you're from, and your favorite word in English? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Your microphone isn't working, it looks like. So I would check the microphone button is in the top right corner of your screen. And if it is red, click on it and it will unmute you. If that's not the problem, then it might be a different issue. I'll come back to you in a second, okay? Oh, gone. Okay, Chris. Chris Fallas. Fallas? Chris Fallas?
Yeah, Fallas. Yeah.
Okay. Can you introduce yourself to the class and tell us your favorite word in English?
Of course. Well, my name is Chris. I am from Costa Rica, and I am ready to learn. My favorite word is uncomfortable. Not for the meaning, it's just for the sound.
All right, cool. Thank you. Elvie, can you introduce yourself for the class? We can't hear you, Elvie. It looks like you might have a microphone problem too.
Yeah.
Now we can hear
Okay.
you.
Okay. How's it going, teacher?
Good, I'm doing very well. How are you?
Good. I feel great today.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm connecting from Venezuela. Nice to meet you all. I think my favorite word is working out. Yeah, because I like doing sport activities like spinning, jogging, running. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Okay, next we have Marcus. Will you introduce yourself and tell us your favorite word in English?
I am Marcos, I am from Brazil, and my favorite word is desensitized.
Is what?
Desensitized.
Desensitized. Wow, that's a
Yes,
very advanced word. And why is that your favorite word? For the sound or for the meaning?
I don't
Why is it your
understand.
favorite? Why is desensitized your favorite word?
It's different.
It is an interesting word. Okay, thank you. Matthias, your turn. Introduce yourself and tell us your favorite word in English.
Hi, my name is Matias Vázquez. I'm from Argentina. I live with my parents in the city of Buenos Aires. My favorite word, I love the smile. I have a piercing in my ear with a smile.
Oh,
With a,
cute.
I think that uh, you must smile always. You always must smile.
Mm-hmm. That's a good
It's
way to live, for
it's
sure.
important in the life. It's important to cry, but the cry you you learn the moral, you learn
Mm-hmm.
the lection, and you can smile better.
Awesome.
Are you
Thank you.
understand? Okay.
Yes, I do understand. Yeah, I think that's a beautiful way to live. Definitely. Okay, let's have Nihan. Am I saying your name correctly?
Exactly. It's Nihan.
Okay, Nihan.
Well done.
Can you introduce yourself for us?
Hi, I'm Nihan from Turkey. My favorite word is movies.
Because of the sound or because of the meaning?
Because of the meaning.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sedar, am I saying your name right?
Yes,
Sardar.
yes,
Serdar?
yes. I'm from Turkey.
Can you introduce yourself for us?
I am from Turkey. I studying English language and literature.
Awesome. And
Yes.
what's your favorite word in English?
My favorite word is trust. You ask me why? I don't know. I like it.
Okay.
It's so nice.
All right, that's a great word. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stephen King, will you introduce yourself and tell us your favorite word in English?
My name is Steven. From Norway. My favorite word is read Stephen King books.
So, is your name actually the same as the author?
Yes.
That's pretty cool. I wanted to say something last class, but I thought it would sound dumb because I'm sure many people tell you that.
What?
I'm sure many people comment that your name is the same as the author.
Yes.
He's very popular.
Yes. Is a favorite weather writer.
Hmm.
The story of how do you say terror? No.
Yeah, so a story, a terror story or a horror story.
Yes. Horror story.
Yeah, he has some very interesting ones, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
I like the book Carrie.
Ooh, yeah, that's a scary one.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Talita, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us your favorite word in English?
Okay, my name is Talita and I'm from Brazil. And my favorite word is I have two favorite words. Happiness. It's because of the meaning of the word, and I don't know why, but it's cool to say cucumber, cucumber, cucumber. It's really funny.
Yeah, do you like
To
the
say.
vegetable? Do you like the taste of cucumbers?
Yes, yes, I like.
Yeah, me too, me too. Okay, I was thinking about it while you guys were talking, and I think one of my favorite words in English is trash. Trash. Because I like the way it sounds. Not because of what it means, but I like the way it sounds. Trash. And my least favorite word in English is rural. I'm going to write it for you guys. It's a terrible, terrible word. It has so much R in it. Rural. It's awful. So I was thinking about those words when you guys were telling me about the English words. Okay. Does everybody see what we're working on today?
Yep.
There's a link.
Yes.
I'm going to post it in the chat box quickly. Luis asks, what is the meaning of rural? Does anybody know that word?
Countryside. Like.
Yeah, usually it means like undeveloped land. So where there are farms and countryside, yeah, where there's like no industry. Yes, it's very hard to say, definitely.
Rural.
Yeah, there's so much R in it.
Teacher,
Yeah.
it's a place too far from the downtown, maybe?
Yes, very far from downtown, definitely. Yeah, okay. So I put a link to the notes that we're looking at today. Everyone go to the notes. It starts with art. And the first thing I have for you guys is a little quiz. So I hope you guys know your art. The first thing, it says, look at the list of paintings. Can you complete the names of the artists who painted them? So first we have Mona Lisa. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Do you guys know?
Da
You can-
Vinci.
Leonardo.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Exactly. That's an easy one, right? Thank you.
Is
Okay,
the
the next one is a little harder. The Scream. Do you guys know that
Yes.
painting? And who
Edward
painted
Munch. Edward Munch.
that? Yeah.
The Northman
done.
painter.
Well done.
It's a famous one.
It is a famous one, yeah. Number 3, sunflowers.
Vincent van Gogh.
One.
Yeah. Vincent van Gogh. Number 4, Guernica.
Pablo
Picasso.
Picasso.
Pablo
Picasso.
Picasso.
Wow, you guys are doing much better than I thought. I thought you guys might not know these. Okay, poppies
But they are
in a
very
field.
famous.
Yeah, they are, but sometimes it's difficult. Like, I recognize a painting, but I don't know what it's called, the name of it. So sometimes I thought that might be tricky, but you guys are very, very educated. So, poppies in a field? Does anyone know who
Claude
painted that one?
Monet. It's a French
Yes.
painting.
Yes. Awesome. So you guys don't need it, but I put the answers down below. And now there are some sentences, and they correspond to one of the paintings. So I'm going to have you guys each read one of the sentences, and then decide which painting it corresponds to. I'm going to start on the left with Badi Luis. Will you read the first sentence?
Okay. This still leaf painting of flowers in a vase is one of the artist's most recognizable works.
Mm-hmm. And what do you guys think? Which painting is that?
Remember the Van Gogh, buddy.
Van Gogh, yes.
What?
Van Gogh.
Yeah, Van Gogh.
Sunflowers.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, number 2. Let me have Chris Fallas. Will you read number 2?
Yes, of course. The enigmatic smile of his portrait has captured the imagination of the world. It has been stolen twice, and now it is displayed in the Louvre, Paris?
Louvre. It's a French word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and which painting is that?
Mona Lisa.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, the Mona Lisa. Elvie, will you read number 3?
Yeah. Okay. This landscape shows how the Impressionists depict the beauty and simplicity of nature.
Which painting do you think that is?
I think it's puppies in a field.
Yeah, probably poppies in a field.
Yeah.
Number 4, let's have Marcus read that one.
This is a abstract painting that symbolizes the anguish and pain of modern life.
Mm-hmm. And which painting is that?
The Scream.
Yeah, The Scream. Okay, last one. This one should be easy since we've already used all the others. Matthias, will you read the last sentence for us?
Yeah. This monochrome painting has become a reminder of the tragedies of war, an anti-war symbol, an embodiment of peace. The painter is famous for his Cubist style. He is Pablo Picasso with the Guernica and the war in Spain, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, so if you notice, some of the words in these sentences are green, and those are some vocabulary words that are important and relative to art. So we're going to use those green words in the sentences below. Also, I would like to add that I forgot to make one of the words green. So there's one word that answers the sentence but is not green, and I'll tell you when that one comes. It's trickier than the others. So, number 1, not realistic. What word in green means not realistic?
Maybe abstract.
What?
Abstract.
Could be abstract, but there's a word that's better for this position.
Okay.
Actually, no, I think you're right. Abstract is the best one.
Surrealist.
No, abstract works well. I think abstract could be that one. How about 2? A picture showing an expanse of scenery. This one is the one that is not green. So this one is a black word. Does anyone see it? It's in sentence number 3.
Landscape.
Yes, a landscape is a picture showing an expanse of scenery. Number 3. Let's have Nihan. Will you read number 3 for us?
Number 3, painters who use color to capture the feeling of a skin rather than specific details. It could be, I don't know, impressionist.
Yes, impressionist. Thank you. 4. Let's have Serdar. Will you? Sorry,
Yes.
I have trouble with your name.
Yes.
Will you read the next 2 for us?
Okay. Oh, one color or shades of one color. Monochrome.
And number 5?
Picture of a person. Portrait.
Yeah. And Stephen, will you do the next 2? Stephen, can you hear us? Okay. Stephen King, would you like to read the next question?
Okay. A style of art that depicts objects and geometric shapes that are seen from many different angles at the same time.
And what do you think? Which word is that?
Monochrome?
No, not quite. Monochrome is something that's made all in one color. Monochrome was number 4.
Cubist.
Yes, cubist. Cubist is a style of art that depicts objects as geometric shapes. Do you guys know what a cube is?
Yep.
What is a cube?
Germany?
Three, how can I say?
3D? 3 dimensions?
3D, yes. Yes.
It's a three-dimensional shape. Exactly. So it's a geometric shape. So that one's pretty easy to remember. And number 7, I'll read number 7 for fun. A picture of inanimate everyday objects.
Still life.
Still life.
Still life.
Yes, exactly. Okay, before we move on, do you guys have any questions about the words that we've seen? There are some words like number 4 in the first exercise. We have the word symbolize. What does that mean? What does symbolize mean?
It's a hard question. I know the meaning, but explaining
Difficult to explain, yeah. Is anyone brave? Does anyone want to try and explain what symbolize means? What? Nobody wants to try? Okay. Okay, well, we have someone in the chat box.
Can I try it?
Yes, please.
It's the imagination of the artist, write not with letters, he writes with symbolize. He make images. he used animals are and he how do you say modificar?
Modify or change.
Modify and change some parts and create a unique symbol. He, for example, Pablo Picasso make a person with parts of, how do you say toro?
What?
Toro.
Bull.
I don't hear toro. How do you say toro?
A bull?
A bull? A bull, yeah, a bull. Pablo Picasso used a bull and a man, and he combined the parts and symbolize that the war kill people, and the bull is the symbol life of the violent and
Okay.
blood.
Yeah. So a symbol is something that means something else, like a bull that represents war or something like that. Exactly. So how about anguish? That's also a word from number 4 in the first. What does anguish mean? Does anybody know? Nobody?
Sadness.
No.
Definitely sadness. What else is anguish? It's a complex word, so what other parts are anguish?
Pain or suffering?
Pain, suffering, sadness.
Physical or mental suffering.
Exactly. Okay. What about the Louvre? There is a very famous museum in Paris that's involved in number 2. The first exercise, number 2. The Louvre, Paris. Has anyone ever heard of that museum before?
Yes, exactly.
And
it's a very famous museum.
It is.
But I don't see.
You've never
I've
seen it?
I've never gone to Paris. Yes.
Has anybody ever been to the Louvre before? Anyone in class been there?
No, but I know that Argentine stole the Mona Lisa. He was the brain of the plan.
Wow.
But he didn't. The cops didn't capture him.
Interesting.
Yeah. And a friend the last year went to Europe and told me that the Mona Lisa was in the room with 200 meters cuadrados. How do you say metros cuadrados? Área,
squared. Squared.
Square?
Squared.
Squared. 200 squares. And the Mona Lisa stay in a place with 20 meters of distance.
Wow.
And there is a glass, a glass with a grosser 15 or 20 millimeters. It's anti. How do you say balas? Balas, pistola, bala.
Bullets, I think.
Anti-balls.
Yeah, it's bulletproof.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Very protected now.
Okay.
All right. Okay, there's a couple other vocabulary words. What about embodiment in number 5 of the first exercise? What does embodiment mean? Nobody knows? Or do you know, you just don't know how to explain it?
No, I don't understand the question.
The word embodiment. Does anyone know that word?
When someone comes alive?
It could be. It could be that. But in this sense, it's a little bit different. So embodiment could be like Frankenstein. The moment he came to life, he had his soul enter his body and he was embodied, I guess. But usually that's not a very common way to use the word because not that many people are created like Frankenstein. So what's another way we could use that word? How do we use it in this sentence in number 5? What does it mean?
Represent?
What?
Represent?
Yes, it's similar to represent, but this one is a little more specific because it takes an
abstract.
Yeah, exactly. So it takes an idea that's abstract, something that you can't touch or feel, like peace. You can't touch peace, so it's an abstract idea. And embodying peace would mean giving peace a physical form. So they're talking about the art, and it's giving peace and anti-war a physical form, so you can touch it. So it takes something abstract and makes it a solid item.
It's like a symbol, maybe?
What? What?
Like a symbol.
Yeah, similar. Very similar. Okay. Any other questions from vocabulary? Nothing? How about inanimate? Inanimate. Well, we just had someone ask what embodiment means. Hold on one second. Let's go back, because in the chat box, someone said, what does embodiment mean? And we just answered that. So can someone tell the person? Can someone tell Mariela what embodiment means?
Embodiment means opposite of abstract. You gave an example to the Frankenstein. When you create Frankenstein, the idea is abstract, but when you create it and finished it and give him soul, it becomes embodiment.
But in art,
maybe.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Awesome. So now let's move on to inanimate. Inanimate. What is inanimate?
Mystery.
Mystery?
Yes.
No, not quite. What is animate?
Having life.
Sure, exactly. So animate is something that has life or is alive. What is inanimate?
That not exist?
No, not that it doesn't exist.
Yes, teacher. I think it's actually the opposite. Yeah. Inanimate is when something is not alive, so it's impossible to move. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So it exists, but it is not alive. There's no life in it. There's no energy in it. Like, what's an example of something that is inanimate?
Maybe flower.
A zombie.
A zombie?
When they pick
Frankenstein.
You guys are... Yeah, something that's lifeless. So a book, or a table, or a computer. Those are all things that are not alive. So they are inanimate objects. Yeah, without something that doesn't move, basically. Or at least it doesn't move by itself.
Soulless.
What?
Without soul.
Yes, without a soul. Okay. Any other questions before we go on?
Here in the museum.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. So now I have a few questions for you guys. I would like to hear about your favorite artist, and then I have a few other questions. First question is, who is your favorite artist? So I'm going to start on the left and go right, starting with Chris Fallas. Will you tell us your favorite artist? And when I say artist, I mean like a painter, not necessarily a musician. So it doesn't have to be a painter, but someone who does physical art, not music.
No music, just for painting.
Yeah, well, it could be painting, could be sculpting, could be any type of art that is physical. But like no dancers, no musicians.
Oh, I haven't think about it.
Okay, we'll come back to you then. I'll ask some other people you think, and I'll ask you again at the end, okay? Okay, Elizabeth Montoya Mazo. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, teacher.
Will you introduce yourself and then tell us your favorite artist?
Okay. My name is Elizabeth Montoya. I'm from Bogota, Colombia. I'm lawyer. I'm married. I don't know what must say.
Who is your favorite artist?
Maybe Picasso. I like
Picasso.
I think by it, but perhaps in my country there is Fernando Botero is an important painter. He paint fat people. Fat people. Do you know Fernando Botero?
Fernando who?
Botero.
Yes, he's very famous too.
Yes. I don't know. I am not sure, but I think he has some picture in Paris, but I don't know in which. I don't know. I am not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Next up, we have Elvie. Can you tell us your favorite artist?
Yes, teacher. My favorite artist is Alejandro Botero. He is Venezuelan. He was born in Bolivar State. Of course, that is my state where I was born as well. I'm not sure, but I think he was born in 1921. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he studied in Caracas City. Caracas is the capital of Venezuela. Between 1939 and 1945. Yeah, he is a painter and a sculptor as well. I like his art because, well, the way, or I don't know how to say the word, is kinetic art. Okay, kinetic art.
Synthetic?
Okay. It's related to the movement. Okay. If you see his painting, you can the painting look like they are in moving. Yeah. Wherever the place you are stand, you can see the painters are moving.
It looks like an optical illusion, right?
Okay, that's it. And his art it's the same thing. It's about different piece of metal, yeah. And when the air or the winds touch the monument, it's really nice because you can see every part or piece of metal begin to move with the wind, and that is really nice when you see his scorches. Yeah, it's really nice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Thank you.
Cheers.
Marcus, will you tell us about your favorite artist?
Yes, my favorite artist is my land, and he called Oscar Niemeyer. He is an architect, and he is a famous around the world.
Yeah, I've heard of him before. And what kind of work does he do? What makes him different from other architects?
Different.
Mm-hmm.
One write the book is a Robin Cook. He is a North American.
Interesting. All right, thank you. Matthias, will you tell us about your favorite artist?
Okay, could be a writer.
Yeah, sure, could be a writer.
Okay, and the musician. First, the musician is Facundo Cabral.
And what kind of music does he do?
He's Argentine. He writes I'm not from here. Near I from there. It's a beautiful song. He have a how do you say filosofía?
Philosophy.
Okay, he have a philosophy of life, very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
He was a man that he liked help the people. He traveled. He had traveled to Africa with Mother Teresa to help the African people, and my second favorite artist is Jorge Luis Borges, with her amazing books, because he had a beautiful mind. He makes labyrinth with the lector, the writer, and you have to play with the text, and you have to analyze the answer with because you don't understand the book. The book is implicit message.
Mm-hmm.
The message it's not direct. It's implicit message.
What about physical art, like a painter or a sculptor? Do you have any favorite artists like that?
I don't have any artist.
Okay.
I know Leonardo da Vinci and more, but I don't have a favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nanid Wong. Can you hear us? Nanid? We can't hear you, so you might have to unmute yourself. There's a button in the top right of your screen, and it should be a red microphone. You might have to click that in order to unmute yourself. If you're having other difficulties, just let me know in the chat box, and I'll try and help you, okay? Oh, I think I can hear you. Can say one more thing?
You can say me.
Oh, I can hear you, but you're very soft. So speak up a little bit. Speak a little louder. And tell us, do you have a favorite artist, like a painter or sculptor?
Like painter.
What?
Like painter.
A painter? What's the name of the painter?
I don't know.
Don't know? That's okay. You can write it in the chat box if you think of one, okay? Okay. Nihan, will you give us a favorite painter or sculptor or artist of some kind?
Of course. First of all, I am not an expert, but I want to say my favorite artist is Salvador Dali.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yep, but my interest is not about only his magnificent pictures. It's about the friendship between the Dali and the great director Buñuel, Luis Buñuel.
Yeah, he did
They
some
are
very
very close
interesting work
friends.
together.
And they are very close. I know Dali is more famous than Buñuel, but as I said, I like movies and I like directors. Luis Buñuel is very, very famous Spanish director. They are all surrealistic artists, and I like this style, like symbolism and surrealism. His paintings, are very bizarre and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And
Definitely.
They have a short film with Buñuel. I don't remember the exact name, but it's kind of a short film they recorded together. But it's very, very interesting film.
I think you can find it on YouTube.
Yes, you can find everywhere.
Yeah.
but if I have to say in my own country, we have very famous painters, but the world doesn't recognize them. Maybe Osman Hamdi Bey is the the best painter in our country. Let me post a link. His famous picture is on that link. I think that's all.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. And thank you for the link. Did you put it in the Verbling chat box?
Yep.
I don't see it, but maybe my internet is slow. Maybe it will come in a minute. I'm very interested in looking it up. Thank you. There it is. I found it. Okay. All right. Serdar, will you give us your favorite artist?
Okay. Actually, I'm interested in music, but maybe Picasso, because he is one of the best on the world.
And do you like any paintings of his? Like, which paintings do you like?
Picasso.
Mm-hmm.
Guernica.
Yeah, that's a very good one. Very famous.
Yes, he uses geometric shape. It is interesting. Very different style, not classic.
Yeah, he's unique for sure.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Stephen King, do you have a favorite artist?
Yes.
Tell us about your favorite artist.
Well, I like very much Leonardo Da Vinci.
Okay. What works of his? What do you like about him?
Because not only was a painter, if not too many different things. For example, sculptor, astronomer, philosopher, and poet was a very full, but I want more for our artist Edvard Munch, born here in Norway, and creator of the word The Cry.
And what kind of art is that?
Edvard Munch, creator of the word The Cry.
Oh, cool. Very interesting. Thank you. Okay, I'm coming back to the beginning. Chris Bias, did you think of an artist that you like?
You me?
Yeah, you didn't give us one. Can you think of an artist you like?
Yeah, I like musicians and I like writers that, to be honest, is sculpture artists or painting artists. I don't know.
Not your favorite type of art?
And I like an art of dancing, drawing. I dance a lot. And
You
I
like
want
to
to
draw
play
also?
instruments. But referring of painting, I need to be honest with you guys. I don't know anything about painting art.
That's okay. There's always time to learn.
Yeah. Well, thank you for all. I guess I will give my spot to Emilio.
Sure. Okay, well, I'll see you later then. Thanks for participating. Okay, Luis Fernando, you're finally in class. Hello. Can you introduce yourself for the class and tell us what you think about art or if you have a favorite artist? I can't hear you, Luis. You might be muted, so check in the top right corner. There might be a red microphone.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, introduce yourself.
Hi, Luis Fernando from Brazil.
Where in Brazil are you from?
Minas Gerais, Caratinga.
Awesome. Hey, that's very close. I lived in Chimoto. Do you know where that is?
Where?
Chimoto.
It's very close from here.
I know it's very close. That's where I lived in Brazil.
Where? Have many time?
1 year.
What?
I was in Chimoto for 1 year.
Have a long time?
Yeah. A long time. Also, I have a friend that lives in Caratinga and his name is Fernando, but I don't remember his last name. Anyways, it's very nice to meet someone from Caratinga, from Minas. I love all parts of Brazil, but Minas is where I lived, so I'm very affectionate for Minas. So tell us about, do you like any artists?
Well, I like to architects.
Architects? Like who?
Yeah. Oscar Niemeyer.
Yes, I do.
Oscar Niemeyer. Of Brazilians, just this.
Okay, do you have any other international artists that you like?
I don't remember the name from them. I don't remember his
Okay,
name.
that's okay. That's okay. If you think of it, you can let us know.
Miguel,
Okay.
can I
Yeah.
ask you something?
Yes.
What is your opinion about your favorite artist?
I think my favorite artist is Andy Warhol. Do you guys know Andy Warhol?
Nope.
Nobody?
Creative pop
Can you
art?
type it in the chat box?
Yes. Andy Warhol. Oh. Like that. He's an American artist, and he's famous for something called and I think his work is very interesting and it's very fun, and to me it's very meaningful, but not everybody likes it. He's been a favorite of mine for a very long time, but I also like Salvador Dali and many other artists. But I think Andy Warhol is a very unique artist, and I thought it's something we haven't talked about. We haven't talked about pop art yet. Do you guys know what pop art is?
Yes, a popular art means.
Yeah, true, but it's a specific kind of art. It's not popular art. It's like pop music is a certain type of music. It's the same with pop art. So pop art is usually very bright colors, and it's usually very common household items. So a soup can or a soda bottle or a shoe. It's very common everyday items.
It's kind of abstract
Marilyn
expressions,
Monroe
I
is
think.
pop art.
What?
Marilyn
Kind of abstract
Monroe.
expressions.
Yeah.
It's pop art with the colors in the cubes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anybody have something else to say before we end class? We have about 3 minutes left, so if you would like to volunteer a favorite artist or maybe something your country is famous for, go ahead. Anyone want to add something? Nothing?
Vamos lá, Marcos. Vamos lá.
Michaela. Michaela.
Huh? Yes.
Where do you live?
Right now?
Yes.
Right now, I'm living in Phoenix, Arizona, and that's also my hometown. But most of the time, I live in Brazil. I live in Chimoto. I'll put it in the chat box. I live in Chimoto, Minas Gerais, Brazil, and
Michaela.
I'm in Phoenix now for my documents. I have to change my visa, so I had to come back to the U.S. So that's why I'm
Michaela.
here now. Yes.
Marcos, he also took from Caratinga.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I can't believe that you guys are so close to where I used to live.
He are to my class.
Yeah, that's very, very funny. Oh, Elizabeth? Elizabeth, you can't see the chat because you're on Google Chats, and we are on Verbling chat. Oh, maybe she's gone. So if you want to switch to Verbling chat, you'll be able to see all the other stuff we posted. All right, guys, any last comments before we finish up here? Luis, I'm very glad that you made it into class and we got to talk a little bit. And hopefully I'll see you in more lessons. I think I teach again on Wednesday, so if any of you guys want to catch a class with me, I'll be teaching Wednesday evening. So maybe I'll see you guys then. Okay. All right, guys, thank you so much for participating in class, and I had a great time.
Thank you for the class.
Thank you.
If
You
anybody
too.
wants to find me on Facebook, I always give my Facebook out. So if you guys need to message me or have any questions, you can just message me on Facebook. Because Verbling, I think, it's more difficult to send messages on Verbling, I think.
How old are you?
I am 23.
Okay.
All right, there you go, guys. Thank you for everything, and I'll see you next class.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Thanks, Michelle.